Hey guys, so if you're a subscriber to this channel, you'll know that yesterday I put up a video on how to bypass the 3.56 PlayStation Network update, and a lot of people have been messaging me with errors that they've been having basically. So I decided to make a video with the most common errors that have been occurring. Now the first one that I'm going to start with is that you can't find the app folder to put the charles.config file in. So what I'm going to do is just show you here what you need to do to access that file if you can't see it. So what you're going to want to do is just go. So here I'm in my user file, TheHirstyUK there, and then you can see I've got the app data folder, but what some people don't have that. So what you're going to want to do is when you're on this folder, you're going to press F10, and you'll see there that this little menu here pops up. You're going to want to click onto Tools and Folder Options, click onto View, and then scroll down here to Hidden Files and Folders, and click on Show Hidden Files, and then click OK. And then you should be able to see the app data folder. If not, then just click on the bar here and type in, just get rid of that, type in %appdata%, press enter, and it'll take you to the thing there, and then you can see there Charles. And another problem that I had was people can't see the Charles folder. And now, I should have actually said this in the tutorial video, but you need to run Charles at least once for it to actually generate this folder here. Another error that I got was that some people were saying that the PS3 DNS application wasn't running. And in the downloadable file that I gave you, the RAR file, well, it was a zip file. The zip file is included this little .dll file, and you need that file to be in the same location as this application to run. So if I just cut this here, get rid of it, and if I show you try and run PS3 DNS, actually I need to completely move it, so if I just paste that back, if I just create a folder, new folder, there it is, and then if I just drag that in there, so it's no longer in the same place, and if I try and run PS3 DNS, you can see there it stopped working. Click cancel, let me just close that down, but then if I move this file back onto the desktop, close down that, go away, and then if I run PS3 DNS, it'll run fine. Here's one that can be quite common. Hobie Brian 21 or something like that said, when I try to rename the certificate file, it doesn't let me change the file extension. So if I just show you here, if I go ahead and get the file again, just bear with me. Why do people say bear with me? It's pretty bear. Right, so let me just copy this to my desktop. And there we go. So I've got the file there. Now some people are saying that because this file is .crt and it needs to be .cer, you obviously need to change the file extension. And how you do that is you just simply write .cer, but some people don't have their PC set up to do that. So again, you're going to want to just go into Windows Explorer, open up a folder, click F10 again, bring up this menu, click on Tools, Folder Options, View, and then scroll down and click on, there's a little option here that says Hide Extensions for Known File Types. That will be clicked, unclick it, so make sure that it's not ticked, and then you'll simply be able to just write .cer and change the file extension. Another error that I actually got personally myself was this DNS error. And now if you get any type of error like this, just try these simple steps. If you have a firewall, disable it. I know that nearly everyone says that in their tutorials for internet, but you know, it really does work. So try disable your firewall or make an exception for the Charles and PS3 DNS. And if that doesn't work, ensure that Skype, this, the basic Skype application, make sure that is not running on any PC on your network, because Skype uses up the same ports that PS3 DNS is going to use and Charles. So Skype could interfere with that. If it's there, just exit the application. Another thing that you want to check is that you've absolutely certainly got every single IP address correct on your PS3. And just to double check that again, just go into Start menu, type in CMD, type in ipconfig, and then make sure that these three here are entered in your PS3. Just, you've got to absolutely make sure. And also, I didn't really make this clear in my last video, because to be honest I rushed that video because I really wanted to just get it up really quick. When you open up PS3 DNS, it will ask, is your PC's IP that? And you've got to make sure that is the same as that. If it's not, I'll just show you here. Just type in N, and then it'll ask you to enter your own IP address, which will be IPv4 address in CMD. One of the most annoying and common ones was that the Asbest OS isn't working, and now I didn't actually know this at the time of making the video, but you have to be on the KMU custom firmware. And now what I've actually done is in the description of this video I've put a tutorial on how to get the KMU firmware on your PS3. So just go to that link and follow the instructions on there. So I think that's pretty much all the basic ones. I'll just show you some here. I've actually deleted most of the messages, but someone this guy, I think it was Savage Beast. I'll just show you this message that he sent me. There we go. If you still have problems, send me a message. If you've got an error code, send me the error code. And actually what I'll do is, in the description of this video I'll put a link to a forum which tells you what every single PS3 error code means. So you can go to that forum and try and match up your code with a code on there, and then hopefully see what the problem is, and then come back to me and tell me what the error is. So this guy here, he's really struggling, and he actually said to me, if you want, you can control my PC via the program TeamViewer. Now I will do that for anyone if they're willing to let me do that. Obviously I'm not expecting people to just allow me to control their computer. It's risky for them, but obviously I'm happy to do that for anyone who wants me to do it for them. So that's it for this video. If you've still got problems, like I said, just message me, go back through the video, the tutorial, keep trying, because it took me a long time to try and get it to work. It's unlikely that it's going to work the first time, but you just got to keep at it, keep trying, and eventually you will get it to work. So good luck, and I will see you later. When I was just editing that video, I just realised that I know of another error that I actually personally got myself. Some people are having an error when they open up the Charles application. It says something along the lines of cannot find Java VM. And I got that error message, and the way that I fixed it was, I am on Windows 64-bit, so obviously the first time I downloaded the 64-bit installer for Charles. But try and uninstall that, and then try the 32-bit installer, and also go onto the Java website and download the latest version. make sure you got the latest version of that. And if it's still not working, like I said, send me a private message.